Welcome back. This is People Wonder, and you're watching my All the Mods 9 playthrough. Last episode, we built this create processing area, the steam engine, and some auto processing up top as well, and I am super pleased with how all of this turned out. However, we can't stop there. We gotta keep moving forward. So I was thinking for our next project, we are going to be working towards the All the 9 star. Now, this is going to take us a while to get to, as there is a lot that goes into this. Yeah, it's definitely some endgame content. And the outer layer is not that bad, but on the inner layer, there's some things that we need to progress through some other mods in order to get, such as pneumatics, which I know nothing about, and that's going to take us a while to get to. But before we ever even start that, I was thinking that over here, we could get rid of this lava, which I'm not loving anyways. And since the All the Mods star is going to be our new North Star, pun fully intended, what better place to put it, to put our magnum opus, than what I intend to be the main feature of our base. Now, we also may be working towards putting my logo back here, but there's a couple of resources that I need before that happens. But yeah, we'll be working towards this All the Mods 9 star, and today we're just going to focus on getting this built. So stick with me and enjoy the ride. Oh yeah. So we did a lot to really clean this area up. You know, I took the lava away just so we can build our star here. And I dug out a lot of the coal and the copper that was scattered throughout this area and closed up some of the holes. And it's looking rather bland right now, but we'll get that fixed over time, especially once I get my logo back here. I think that's going to look really nice. And I found out about these doors. Yeah, I've been looking for a solution for 3 wide doors for some time, and these doors look really nice. And yeah, you can even use pressure plates to open and close them. I think they're incredible. Yeah, good job, Ad Astra. So anyways, I went ahead and marked out the center of our star, and I want to apologize because I actually lost quite a bit of footage. You can see I already have the electric motors and the flux point and everything we need to build this. And I already had it built once, but I lost that footage. So I just wanted to go back and revert so that I could get that on camera for you guys. But basically, when we're building this star, we're starting from the middle, which is this Patrick star here. And we go 2 down, 4 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we stair step down twice. 1, 2. We come over. 1, 2. We go down. 1. Stair step. 1, 2. Stair step. 1, 2. Down. 1. Over 2. Stair step. 1, 2. Stair step. 1, 2. Over 1, 2. Up 1. Stair step. 1, 2. So you're basically just counting in twos. And then once you get the outside complete, you can just fill it in. It makes it really simple. Or you can keep referencing back all the time. But I personally would prefer to do this. So, you know, again, everything's in intervals of 2. You don't really have to think about it too much. So that's the center again. And we go up 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'll be the top. Do a quick little stair step. 1, 2, boom, like that. Very simple. Up. Yep. And a stair step. And then we can go ahead and fill all of this in. Just like that. Yep, nothing to it. And already this area is looking a lot less bland. I think I do have the resources to build my logo, but that's going to take some time. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that in a time lapse, maybe at the end of this episode. But the main thing we're focusing on right now is getting the star complete. So I want to make sure all of these arrows are facing the correct direction. And basically my method is to just get all of the resources coming to the middle and then go up from there. Kind of like that. And you do the same thing on the other side. You know, bring it to the middle as far as you can, and then bring it up. It's just a little method I use. Helps keep things organized in my head. That's the center there. And go all the way around. So I'm actually going to be trying out a new format for my videos. I got a little bit of input from a friend of mine, and basically he was saying that he was interested in watching my videos, but they were a little bit long for him. And I admit 30 minutes is a little lengthy. I mean, it's not terrible, but you know, even last episode, I was thinking I could have split it into a couple of different episodes, with one episode just building the area, the second episode making the steam boiler, and then the third episode doing auto processing. And I think that's just generally going to make my episodes not I mean, obviously not as long, but a little more enjoyable, a little easier to get through. And then if there's a certain aspect, like if you like the building aspects of things better, you'll be able to just watch that. Or if you like the, you know, processing and automation aspects, or if there's something, you know, in particular you're trying to figure out how to do yourself, you'll be able to just watch that as well. So it's going to be kind of the new format here. So hopefully we'll be seeing some shorter, more focused videos. Now that being said, I do already have these motors, but I want to go ahead and build another one just so you guys can kind of see that in action. Now I went ahead and set this up down here in my boiler room just because I thought it would be a good out of the way type area to do this. And I have this saved over here. And you'll see that the only way to build these electric motors is through the mechanical crafters. And there's a couple of things like that, like the crushing wheels. And once you get a feel for these mechanical crafters, they're really not that difficult. But again, you'll see I just went to the middle and then went up. It's just kind of my method. Keeps things easy in my head. But the first thing we'll do is we're going to go ahead and request these plates. Now we need 6 brass plates. We'll go ahead and request 6 of those. And we'll make some of these copper spools, which I need 12 copper wire for. And I do have 1 extra, so I'll make 11 copper wires. Like that. And I should already have the empty spools. Yep. So there's the 3 copper wire spools that we need. And we need a capacitor, which I have on AutoCraft. So I'll go ahead and AutoCraft a capacitor for us. Like that. And I need an iron rod, which I'll just go ahead and make the inefficient way. I'll set up a roller later so that we can make rods more efficiently. But yeah, right now I'm just not super concerned about that. We'll start filling this in. So this mechanical crafter won't kick into action until it has all of the ingredients necessary for the recipe, which is kind of nice. And, yep, there's our capacitor. Then we need an andesite alloy at the top. So if I throw that there. Andesite alloy. Boom. Just like that. Happens very quickly. And now I have a 3rd electric motor, which we won't be using in this setup, but I did just want to show you guys that real quick, just so you didn't miss out. Now, when I tested this out earlier, I ran the math, and one of these electric motors can run roughly 31, maybe 32 of these. I didn't do the exact math. I just divided 2,000 by 32 and then took that and divided it by 2 to get 31.25. So I think it can actually run 32 of these. Either way, we have roughly 55 of these mechanical crafters, so I had determined that I need 2 electric motors to run all of these. Is all that I was getting at there. So yeah, if you're ever running mechanical crafters with an electric motor, you can run roughly 32 of them. Just so you know. We'll throw a cogwheel there. Throw some axles on it. Like that. And the way I had this set up is I had a gearbox right here. And I had another gearbox because it did not like the direction. So you have to invert the motor on this side. And you set up this motor. And you have them both set to the same speed. Otherwise that's going to cause problems. Then we take this little flux point right here. Some universal cables. And that's how we're going to get energy to our motors. So you can see that is overstressed. But once I connect that in, it overcomes the stress and begins spinning. So these motors do use up 60 FE a tick, and it is going to be quite a long time before we actually get to build this Altamod Star. It's going to be quite a few episodes. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of the flux plug or flux point right now, and we'll put that back once I need it. And I was doing some looking, and I originally did not think that the Altamod Star was going to be too difficult. The outside, I thought I would just be able to go ahead and do the outside. But as I got into looking, it turns out, first off, I need an energizing setup, which I do not have. And that's fine. So we'll probably set up my energizing setup in the next episode. But I also need these piglet hearts, which I have not even encountered a piglet yet. I believe they're in the other. So we'll be needing to make a trip to the other and kill a few pigletches so that I can get a model made and run them through my hostile neural networks to get a bunch of these piglet hearts in order to make this outer layer of unobtainium altamodium alloy blocks. So that's what our focus in the next episode is going to be. For now, I just wanted to get this all the mod star built, and I think we're going to go ahead and build my logo, but we'll do that in a time lapse. So enjoy this next little bit. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and until the next time, stay blessed.